Heyo, what's good everybody? Welcome back to yet another Battle Tower Ever Crisis video. Today, B85, where summons are back and enemy HP is still pretty high. So your summons, your ability potency is boosted and the charge gauge is boosted. So for this one, it's a little bit more open-ended. I recommend you bring your best DPS, whoever that may be. There's not really any element requirements except for the one elemental, so bring your best DPS, and I recommend bringing 2 healers to have an easier time. So in general, you want a healing Essener for poison and a little bit of water damage, whether that be materia or weapons, so that you can kill the elemental quickly. You also want both triangle and X sigil for the dragon, and also, if you are struggling with the dragon, you might want to bring a physical attack down debuff or a physical defense AoE buff. And if you're struggling with the Genova tentacle, then you can do the same for magic. So AoE magic defense or single target magic defense and magic attack down. As for my team, I'm bringing Sephiroth with his art setup because that is my best DPS at the moment. Yeah, Edged Wings, Mythical Katana, everybody has a healing Essener for poison in this run for me. Got level 6 Shiva and my classic ice setup, so you can take a look at my stats. And then of course my R abilities. If you've watched my previous videos, you've probably seen this setup quite a few times already. I'm also bringing Aerith, and for some reason I have her 3-star outfit on, so we're just going to swap that to her magic attack outfit. And these are her stats with Sun Umbrella and Fairy Tail, so a little bit of magic, a little bit of healing. Of course, she has the healing Essener for poison as well, and for her sub-equipment I went with HP. So boost HP 6, magic attack 7, and then a few other bits and pieces. Finally, I'm also bringing Matt to make my life easier. I do have the Slick Beetle once again to lower the dragon's physical attack, and of course Centipede to raise my party's physical defense. With the Poison Essener again, and I prioritized a little bit of HP and healing with this setup. So HP 6, heal 6, and then buff debuff 3. So for the first wave, I recommend going for the elemental first, so that you can do the classic explosion at red HP, and that helps you weaken the Tripapilli, so you can take them out easier. The reason why I recommend bringing 2 healers is because a lot of the enemies in this floor hit pretty hard, so as always be careful of the Tripapilli with their AoE percent damage, percent HP damage, and of course the powerful Erogar. So if you take down the elemental, you can do more damage to the Tripapilli, and I just use my summon here because it will be back up for the dragon. Most important thing, watch their attacks, watch your HP, make sure you're staying topped up. Alrighty, next up are the Genova's tentacles. So this is fairly straightforward. You just want to take them down over time with your best DPS. They will raise their own magic attack and lower your magic defense. So you want to be pretty careful. If you're not careful, their single target magic attack Vengeance, which is actually very strong, could knock out one of your units. So if you are struggling with these tentacles, I recommend bringing magic defense buffs and magic attack debuffs. That way you can deal with these guys without too much of an issue. Myself, since I have 2 healers, I don't really need the magic attack debuffs or the magic defense buffs, and so I'm just doing damage with Sephiroth and letting Matt and Aerith heal me back up whenever I take damage. I also hold on to my limits and summons. because they may not be charged for the next fight if I use them. So there you can see as well, the Tentacle has 4 stages of magic attack boost, and my whole party has 2 stages of magic attack down, or magic defense down should I say. And that means that if you're not strong enough, that can easily kill one of your party members and end your run. So things like Core Defender, Sleek Collar, I believe it is, they can help buff your magic defense, and things like Tiger Fangs, or I can't think of any other magic attack down weapons right now, but any magic attack single target magic attack down with high potency will be pretty useful if you struggle with these guys. Anyway, when you're done with them, you will be facing the Poison Dragon with 2 tentacles, so that is why I recommend holding on to your limit breaks and summons especially, because you can and should use your summons immediately to take out the tentacles. So I have 2 defensive limit breaks, so I only have 1 offensive summon, that's Shiva. So I can't completely finish them off, but make sure to focus them down first, because as you probably know from the previous fights, they can be quite a nuisance if left alive. But then as always with this dragon, defend the Poison Shriek and cure yourself with Esanas as soon as possible. Defend the Dragon Stomp because it does a lot of damage. And then get rid of the tentacles as soon as possible. You can defend Crushing Bite as well, but it's not as powerful as Dragon Stomp. Then once the tentacles are down, you can focus on the dragon. After a while, at about half HP, I would say, the dragon will go into his stream phase, where you need both Triangle and X Ruin. And yeah, once you break that, it should be easy enough to burst him down. There's the barrier, X and Triangle both. And yeah, I brought 2 defensive limit breaks and healers because I wanted to have an easy time of it, but if you want to play it a bit more risky, it's more than doable with more DPS or some kind of debuff support. And you could bring 2 summons so that you can instantly wipe out tentacles on this phase. You don't even have to worry about dealing with them. And then you can put all your focus onto the dragon. You want to kill him before Dragon Dive goes off. And if you can't do that, you want to make sure his physical attack is debuffed and your physical defense is buffed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.